Once upon a time in a peaceful African village, there lived a woman named Nia and her husband. Despite years of marriage, the couple was childless, which caused great sadness in their hearts. Nia had conceived multiple times, but each pregnancy ended in miscarriage after just a few weeks. The villagers began to whisper that Nia must be a witch, using her miscarriages for dark rituals. Her husband's family pressured him to take another wife, but he refused, holding on to his love for Nia and believing that one day she would bear him a child. To everyone's surprise, Nia became pregnant once again, but this time she carried the pregnancy beyond 9 months. She gave birth to beautiful twin girls, whom they named Mara and Nana. This was an unprecedented event in the village, as twins had never been born there before. The entire village celebrated the birth, viewing the twins as a miraculous blessing. People from near and far visited to see the girls, showering them with gifts and affection. As the twins grew older, they became adored by everyone in the village. They were charming and captivating, often receiving gifts and attention from the villagers. However, one day, something strange happened that revealed an unexpected side to the twins. A woman named Amanda, a well-known trader in the village, frequently took Mara and Nana to the market. One day, while Amanda was preoccupied, the twins began eating her food without permission. Furious, Amanda scolded and beat the twins. But instead of crying, the twins simply laughed and told Amanda that the marks from the beating would appear on her own daughter when she returned home. Dismissing their words as mere childish nonsense, Amanda was shocked to find that, upon her return home, her daughter had the exact same marks on her back as the twins. The incident spread throughout the village, and people began to view the twins with a mix of awe and fear. Their mysterious powers, including their ability to transfer pain, became more evident as they grew. The villagers who once adored them started keeping their distance, uncertain of the twins' strange abilities. Another incident occurred when the twins accidentally knocked over a feared old woman's cooking pot, spilling her porridge. The old woman was known for her harsh temper and cruel ways, and in her fury, she punished the twins by forcing them to kneel while holding heavy stones. In response, the twins uttered a curse that the old woman's hut would forever remain out of her reach. At first, the old woman laughed off their words, but to her horror, she found that every time she tried to enter her hut, it would move further away. No matter how far she walked, the hut stayed just out of reach. Exhausted and frightened, the old woman begged the twins for forgiveness. This event solidified the twins' power in the eyes of the villagers. The same villagers who once adored Mara and Nana now feared them. Though they were still respected, their powers became a source of unease, and people kept their distance. As Mara and Nana reached adolescence, the villagers' fear of them grew stronger. Even young men who might have been interested in courting them avoided them, fearful of their strange abilities. The twins felt increasingly isolated and longed for a normal life, to play and laugh like the other young people in the village. Their loneliness drove them to consider breaking a rule their mother had always imposed on them: never go near the river. Nia had always been strict about keeping her daughters away from the river, but she never explained why. Curiosity and the desire to fit in led the twins to make a fateful decision. One day, they decided to venture to the river, despite their mother's warnings. The river was always a lively place, full of people washing clothes, swimming, and enjoying the cool water. The twins wanted to join in the fun, hoping it would help them feel like a normal part of the village. At first, their presence at the river caused fear and confusion. People began packing up their belongings and leaving, wary of the twins' powers. But Mara and Nana pleaded with the villagers, assuring them they only wanted to play and meant no harm. Slowly, people began to relax, and soon the twins were laughing and playing with everyone else. It seemed that their dream of fitting in was finally coming true. But then, something unexpected happened. One of the girls at the river playfully splashed water on Mara. Immediately, Mara's skin began to change. It started to resemble fish scales, and she was transforming into a fish. Nana, in her panic, tried to help her sister, but when she touched the water, she too began to change. Everyone at the river was terrified and rushed to fetch Nia. When Nia arrived and saw her daughters transforming into river creatures, her heart broke. She cried helplessly as she watched her daughters turn into something she couldn't understand. The villagers were equally shocked, unsure of what to do. In the midst of the chaos, the village priest stepped forward and revealed a long-held secret. Mara and Nana were not entirely human. They were children of the river goddess. Nia, filled with sorrow, admitted the truth. Desperate for children, she had sought the help of an herbalist many years ago. The herbalist had asked the river goddess to grant Nia children, but in return there was one strict rule. The children must never touch the river, or they would return to the goddess. Nia had kept this secret out of fear of losing her family and her place in the village. With no way to reverse the transformation, the village had to make a difficult choice. After much crying and praying, they returned Mara and Nana to the river, giving them back to the goddess. But something miraculous happened. While the river took Mara and made her one of its own, it sent Nana back to the land as a human. The villagers were astonished by the mercy and power of the river goddess. Nia and Nana, though heartbroken over the loss of Mara, were relieved that Nana had been spared. They embraced on the riverbank, both happy and sad, knowing that their lives would never be the same. In the end, Nia learned a profound lesson: to trust in the natural course of life and wait for the right time, as everything happens for a reason. The story of Mara and Nana, once viewed with fear and suspicion, transformed into a tale of love, trust, and acceptance. The village learned that even life's greatest mysteries can offer valuable lessons, and Nia and Nana found peace as they adapted to their new reality. Though they would always feel a special connection to the river, Nia and Nana lived their lives with gratitude, remembering the blessings and losses they had experienced.